Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how to use the blender pen. So we're going to do a little bit of coloring and we're going to put together this cute little card, which actually thank you to my demonstrator team for sharing this at our last meeting. But I thought this would be an awesome simple little card to do some coloring and using that blender pen. So to get started, you want a piece of cardstock, which I used Early Espresso, and you just want a regular piece of cardstock for your base. And what I did is, I don't know if you can really see it, but I did score some lines about 1/4 inch from the bottom, just to give the card a little bit more depth and texture. You're also going to use a piece of 3 1/4 inch by 5 1/4 inch very vanilla cardstock, and that's actually what we're going to do our stamping on. So I'm going to use two different stamp sets today. I'm going to use the Lovely as a Tree, and actually these are the new wood cases, so if you haven't seen the cases, they're actually very similar to the Clearmount cases, except for that they fit your wood blocks really nicely. So we're going to use this set. And then we are also going to use the Petite Pears set. We'll use one of the sentiments from this set. So to get started, we're going to use the StazOn ink. And the reason we're going to use this is because when you use the blender pen, the StazOn is more permanent and it won't smudge or smear when you're coloring in your image. So I'm just going to take one of the tree images and I'm going to stamp it in the black. And we'll just put this to the side for now. And then I'm going to take my blender pen and I'm going to use two different colors. So I'm going to start out with some soft suede. And basically I'm just going to squeeze my stamp pad together just to get some ink on the inside cover. That's the best way to use the blender pen. Then you don't have to put the blender pen right on your ink pad. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of ink with the blender pen, and then I'm just going to color my image. And I'm going to just color the tree trunk first. And you don't have to be perfect about it, because trees aren't perfect. Okay, so now that I have that done, to clean off my blender pen, I simply just rub it on the piece of paper until it comes clean. And then I can grab my next ink, and this one is Old Olive. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pull up some of the ink from the cover, and I'm just going to color in various spots on my tree. Just give it a little bit of green for the leaves. And you don't have to use the StazOn. I just prefer to use it because it's more permanent, but you can do the same thing with the other color inks. You just have to be a little more careful when you're doing your watercoloring so that it doesn't smear or smudge. And you could just add some color, random spots, just like I am. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? And then I'm just going to clean off my blender pen. And then just to give the card a little bit more pizzazz, I guess, I'm going to add my sentiment, which is just the happy birthday wishes. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of paper piercing. I have this thing about paper piercing. I think it just looks so elegant on cards. So if you haven't done paper piercing, basically what you need is some kind of foam mat, and Stampin' Up! Has these. And then I'm just going to use my little template, and I'm going to do a little paper piercing in the corner. So I have my paper piercing tool, And I'm just going to poke some holes along the top. And I did about 7, and then I'll do a couple more. And see, it just gives it a little bit more pizzazz or a little bit more dimension. And then I'm just going to add a couple underneath my birthday wishes. Just a couple of straight lines. It's just amazing what punching a few little holes in your project can do. I just really like the look of it. Okay, so there's my paper piercing. So I'll put that out of the way. And I don't know if you can see that on the bottom. All right, then I'm just going to use my candy dots, which these are new in the Stampin' Up! Catalog, and I just love them. They're so easy to use. You just peel them off and stick them on. And I'm going to use just a couple early espresso ones just to match my cardstock. And then we'll just put some tape on here, secure it, and we'll have a cute little birthday card. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on using the Blender pen. Thanks for watching.